Have you ever felt it happen? Quietly. No big argument, no dramatic fallout. Just a shift. People who you used to share laughs and secrets with now feel miles away, even when they're sitting right next to you. The texts get shorter, the replies take longer, and the warmth you once felt has been replaced by a subtle, confusing chill. And you left alone with one heavy question echoing in your mind. Why do people start disliking me? We often assume we must have done something wrong, said the wrong thing, or made a terrible mistake. But most of the time, the real answer has nothing to do with you at all. It's rooted in reasons people will almost never admit, not even to themselves. Today, let's pull back the curtain on those unspoken truths. The first reason is that people dislike change, especially when it's your positive change. Think about it. When you start to grow, to evolve, you disrupt the version of yourself that they were comfortable with. Maybe you've become more confident, more focused on your goals, or more honest about what you want and need. To someone who preferred you when you were unsure, agreeable, or easy to predict, this new you can feel threatening. It's not that you betrayed them. You just stopped staying small to fit into their world. You outgrew the box they had put you in, and they don't know how to handle it. Second, your growth can expose their stagnation. This one is subtle but powerful. When you start working on yourself, improving your habits, sharpening your mindset, building discipline, it unintentionally casts a spotlight on what others are avoiding in their own lives. They see you getting up early to hit the gym, reading books instead of scrolling, or pursuing a new skill. And instead of feeling inspired, some people feel judged. Not because you're looking down on them, but because your progress is a silent reminder of the promises they made to themselves and never kept. It becomes easier for them to dislike you and your newfound drive than to confront their own inaction and discomfort. The third reason, and this one is a game changer, is that you stop needing their approval. When you no longer seek validation from the outside world, the entire dynamic of a relationship can break. You stop over-explaining your choices. You stop being a people-pleaser just to keep the peace. You stop asking for permission to simply be yourself. For people who unknowingly benefited from your insecurity, this feels like a massive loss of control. They were used to you looking to them for a nod of agreement or a word of encouragement. Now that you find that strength within yourself, they might respond with criticism, with distance, or with a constant stream of subtle negativity, all in an attempt to pull you back down to a level where they feel needed again. Fourth, setting boundaries makes the wrong people deeply uncomfortable. When you finally start saying no to things that drain your energy, when you protect your time and your peace of mind over constant chaos, some people take it as a personal attack. They mistake your healthy boundaries for rejection. They see your self-preservation as selfishness. But here's the secret. Boundaries aren't walls you build to keep everyone out. They're filters. They are designed to let the right people in and keep the wrong people from taking advantage of you. Your boundaries reveal who truly respected you as a person and who only enjoyed having easy access to your time, energy, and kindness. This leads us to the fifth reason. Some people only like the version of you that benefits them. For as long as you were useful, constantly available, or willing to sacrifice your own needs for theirs, the relationship was great, at least on the surface. You were the go-to person for favors, the reliable friend who always said yes, the emotional dumping ground. But the moment you start choosing yourself, the moment you prioritize your own well-being, the entire relationship changes. Not because you suddenly became a selfish person, but because you stopped being exploitable. Their dislike isn't about you changing for the worse. It's about them losing a resource. Reason number 6. Your confidence is often misunderstood as arrogance. This happens all the time. When you stop doubting yourself out loud, when you stop apologizing for taking up space, some people will automatically assume you think you're better than them. In reality, you've just stopped thinking less of yourself. You've replaced self-criticism with self-respect. But to an insecure mind, someone else's self-assurance feels like an insult. They project their own self-doubt onto you and interpret your newfound inner strength as an ego problem. And finally, the seventh reason, which can be the hardest one to accept: not everyone is meant to grow with you. Some people are only meant to be part of a specific chapter of your life story. As you evolve, your alignment with others naturally changes. Your interests diverge, your conversations no longer flow with the same ease, and your values might drift apart. It's a natural part of life, like seasons changing. But instead of gracefully accepting that a season has ended, some people turn that feeling of loss or distance into resentment. So they label you. They say, "You've changed," as if change is a crime. They use it as an accusation, a way to make you feel guilty for your own evolution. So, after hearing all of this, here is what you absolutely need to remember. If everyone likes you, you are probably editing yourself too much. If no one feels uncomfortable around your growth, you are probably not growing enough. Being disliked doesn't always mean you are doing something wrong. Sometimes, it is the clearest sign that you are finally doing something right for yourself. You are not on this earth to be understood and approved of by everyone. You are not here to stay small so that others can feel big. You are here to live your life honestly, to grow into the person you are meant to be. And the right people, the ones who truly matter, they won't dislike you for changing. They will celebrate you for it. They will recognize you, not as someone different, but as someone who is finally, beautifully, and unapologetically becoming themselves. Thanks for watching.